What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Mind Something. If you're new here, my name's Jake, and in today's video I want to blaze a new trail with you guys. So I've been trying to wrap my head around this. How do you describe to someone how large your farm is, or how do you ask someone else how large is your farm now that the de facto Ethereum is no longer mineable? Yeah, we might still have Ethereum proof of work, but I really don't want that to be the standard going forward, and to be honest with you, it should have never been the standard at all. There's so many different coins to mine, and every single one of them has their own hash rate, whether it's mega hash, terahash, gigahash, souls. I mean, the list goes on, and we should have started this from the very beginning, but I think because Ethereum was obviously the go-to coin to mine, we just kind of stuck with it. But now that Ethereum's gone, I want to start a new standard, and I've got some ideas that I want to share with you. And if you like this, I would love to see this spread throughout the community like wildfire. I really think it's time to get away from it. So before I switch over to my Google spreadsheets, I just want to give you a warning. There is no night mode or dark mode for Google spreadsheets, so it's about to get bright. Here we go. Okay, so what I did is I just took the latest series, excluding the 4090 series, or excuse me, the 4000 series and the 7000 series, and just went with what we currently have to work with right now. And what you're going to see in here is bus size, CUDA cores, memory bandwidth, base clock speeds, and boost clock speeds. And I've come up with an acronym. This is subject to change, but just at the moment, TPA stands for Total Performance Average. So if you take all of these numbers, essentially what I've done here, and we can take a look at this formula here. So we've got the bus size times the CUDA cores times the memory bandwidth, and then we take these two clock speeds, add them together and divide them by 2 to get an average, and we add that in there, and then we divide that by a 1 followed by a bunch of zeros to get something close to 100 on a 3090 Ti. So our TPA for a 3090 Ti would be 98.8, we'll say. A 3090 would be 84, a 3080 Ti 79.07, and so on. Now, I wanted to try to give you an example of two cards that are pretty similar. So, for example, a 3060 and a 6700 XT. If you look at some of the hash rates on a few of these different coins here, so like Ergo, we've got 90 mega hash on a 6700 and 115 mega hash on a 3060. Ethereum proof of work, we've got 46 and 48. Ravencoin are both the same at 22. Flux and Caspa, both pretty close as well. And if you look at just strictly the hash rate, if you take all these numbers and divide them by how many different algorithms we have, we come up with 126.4. And if you look at the 3060 and divide those by 5, we come up with 118.4. So this is telling us that based on just these 5 algorithms, that a 6700 XT on average is going to give you a higher hash rate than a 3060. But if you take all of the specifications on these cards and you divide that by the formula that I have here, you're going to come up with something slightly different, where a 3060 can outperform a 6700 XT just based off of the specs that it has. And the reason I did that is because we don't know what algorithms are going to come in the future. We need something to kind of tell us on average across all different algorithms what to expect and how we should be calculating our farm. So a couple of examples here. Example number 1 consists of 6 3090 Ti's. This would give us a total performance average of 592.77. Example number 2 with 6 3070s would give us a total performance average of 99.84. And then the last example with 3 6800 XTs and 3 6700 XTs, that gives us a total performance average of 67.74. So, you know, one way to do this a little bit differently would be to take every single GPU mineable algorithm on every single card, add them all together, and then divide them by the total number of algorithms, and that would give us an average for every single card on every single mineable coin. The problem with that is, A, it doesn't take into account any new algorithms that will come up in the future, and B, there just aren't enough letters in the alphabet for me to create a spreadsheet with all of those different algorithms, and this really simplifies the process. So I like the acronym TPA. Like, can you imagine saying my farm is 600 TPA? Or would you rather just say 600 TP? I don't know. But I think this is a better way to calculate our farm sizes going forward, or at least try to give a description of what our farm size is. And I hope you guys like this. I hope you share it. If you would, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with somebody. I would love to see this take off. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Have a good one. I'm out.